Is a timeless reading. It is not a timeless reading. It is August. Is it the 10th or the 11th? Have we? I'm like, oh, you're on my phone. Get off of it so I can go look it up. I believe yesterday was the 10th. I don't know. It's that 888. I'm just here to win it till the 12th. I definitely take time off and schedule around astrology, not on a weekly basis or anything like that. I'm not that type of gal, but the big transit. How about this? I'm a Capricorn. I love having any advantage and any type of what do you call it, efficiency. And so I find that utilizing astrology, which is actually more accurate than I would say cards or something like that in fortune telling. In fact, I wouldn't say more accurate. It's very accurate. It's ridiculously accurate. It's scary accurate. And so we're going to start getting more on like into the academic type of stuff. And hey, if it's 3 in the morning, it's 3 in the morning. So I've got some questions. So I want to, here we go. I'm trying to keep myself on track here. I was going to go with what I want to go. It's what other people want. People want to know their future. Right. And I'm not going to put that out there. Not in this time frame. Right. These are precious, precious drops of time. Excuse me, take that as confirmation. In an energy, people use like portal. Sounds a little weird, sounds a little woo. But there's definitely just like a lot of people know that Sam Hine or something like that. Halloween is when the veil is thin. Well, this is also when the veil is thin on the upside of things. People don't talk about that, right? They get you scared about all of these other things. Yeah, take that, you're sniffing there or whatever, but they don't tell you about Lionsgate until you go and watch every single flex that Donald Trump has had on. Just go look at just look at Donald Trump and look up Lionsgate, and just go do some research for yourself. When you think that your precious president isn't harnessing these types of energies and doesn't have people utilizing, Hollywood studios do it. It's just they're like, we're in America, it's 250 years, and everybody's been using it across the entire world the entire time, and you're like, we don't believe in it. We got our King James. Do you know anything about King James? Do you know why the Bible is called King James? No, don't come for me if you don't know your history, right? Don't do it. I promise you, it's not going to end well for you. So let's teach you how to read. So I think the easiest way to go about, hello, everybody that's coming in here. Am I talking to the air? I don't know. Can you not hear me? Oh, I'm wondering. Are the AirPods on? Hello, did you say hi? Can you hear me? Or can you not hear me? I'm saying hi back since you're so insistent. I'm thinking my AirPods aren't working. Hi, Taco. Can you tell me that you can hear me? Because I'm thinking you can. All right. I'm going to take that as a yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Oh, y'all are adorable. Well, at least you have a little bit of a sense of humor at 2 in the morning. Thank you for stopping by. Let's go ahead and do a little smoke cleanse. But I do appreciate y'all. I don't mean to be gnarly. I'm just like, don't come on here and be. I was talking. Yes, absolutely. I'm talking. It's my channel. I get to talk to the air if I want to. So actually, it's getting into flow. That's kind of how getting into flow. That's how I roll, row by row. Oh, we're going down the. Well, okay. I don't know you that well to start getting into Timothy. Timothy, Dr. Seuss. You know those. You know, row by row, hoe by hoe. Thing that. We're doing coffee, cinnamon, cayenne pepper. Oh, there's the pepper. Peanut butter, powder. Oh, a lot of cayenne pepper. A little bit of black pepper. We're trying to get that metabolism going. And there's coffee and coconut water. So I don't do a lot of coffee. I like the flavor of it, but I don't like the way it makes my central nervous system feel. Hi, welcome, welcome. No, I appreciate y'all. You'll have to understand if you're gonna come hang out over here. I am absolutely 100% self-centered and self-obsessed, and that's why I have a YouTube channel. So I'll pay attention every once in a while, but I wake up in the middle of the night. I've got downloads and all of the things. I've got cards. I want to teach y'all. I just yeah. Before I do, I have a lot of readings in me, but right now I just want to teach y'all how to read for yourself. So we're gonna clear the energy, and then after that, we're gonna take one of these questions. So we're gonna teach you how to read. Where we got yeah. So there goes the cayenne pepper. So that gets my metabolism and the black pepper going. So who's dealing drugs? Who's sleeping with the pastor? Here we go. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to give that to y'all. Here was it. Yeah, who's dealing drugs? Sleeping with the pastor. Well, those seem to be our two. There was one more we had here, but apparently that's no, 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 no. 808. I like the way you move. I don't know why. Andre 5000 is coming in here, or is the child his? So what we're not going to do is like deep dive into someone's whatever you call it. We've done that. We can do that and we'll do that in the future. What I want to show you is that so I've got like my box, my box of rocks here. I'll show you. I am going to go ahead and clear the energy though. And then I'll show you what I've got going on. And then I'm just gonna give you some because for me, continuity, I'm not a woo gal, right? Like as I understand that you're probably just coming to this channel if you know me from Texas. But if you didn't know me from Texas, I wouldn't even watch a scary movie, and I still won't. I won't enter that I won't have that energy enter my spirit. Much less be into like anything like mediumship. I've been out of the closet for 4 years. I say out of the closet as far as the spiritual. I don't even like using that word because I'm not a spiritualist. I am a follower of Jesus Christ. I just happen to do really well when it comes to tapping into all eight clears. Um, Again, I don't consider myself psychic. I am a prophetic dreamer. That's something I've always had. But as far as psychic abilities, remote viewing, or anything like that, even Reiki energy, that's all been learned and cultivated. So that's not something where I feel like I have one up on someone else other than what person with a master's degree or a PhD or something like that. They've done the work, right? And they've learned something, they've honed in on something. And so I've been able to do that. But that's something that I most certainly could teach. And my prophetic dreams have nothing to do, I can't call on them or anything like that. They just happen when they need to happen. So I just want people to know that there is a difference between psychic abilities, right? Because people are just naturally born, then the ability to go ahead and harness them or work towards them. I think remote viewing is completely different. As a lot of people do know or don't know, I didn't know that mediumship is also very different. You have to be a psychic in order to be a medium, but like not every psychic is a medium. So there's that kind of thing. And then I think there's other, when you go outside of your zip code, right? There's shamans, all sorts of folks that have been revered in their society. But then we get to the United States of America, 250 years old, right? We're just still babies when it comes to and then bringing in the Christianity of the Protestants. I'm like, please don't come for me. I've gone through the gamut. So if I've got a rebuttal, just like you do, right? For everything you want to ask me. And here's the thing: there's a lot of what people don't realize is that I am not here to defend spirituality because I'm not a spiritualist. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, and I'll say that over and over and over again. You call me a Christian, and those are fighting words. I will never consider myself a Christian. I never want to be associated with Christianity. What I want to be associated with is that she's a follower of Jesus Christ. That brings warmth and love and light into my soul. However, that looks like, and I don't have to go out here and pay for somebody's Starbucks and be like, I'm a good person. I just randomly pay for things, especially when I'm on the way for church. You know what I mean? Like getting a sale and stuff just means that I'm just so like really humble, right? I won't pay for something full price. Go fuck yourself. Um, so where were we going with this? Yes, we were teaching you something. How I can be a snarky ass in the middle of the morning. I'm gonna blame it on blame it on the 2 tablespoons of coffee. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we were doing this number and we were doing that number. So we're gonna ask the question, which one? Yeah, what are we doing? It's a child his. Are they let's just go with are they just dealing drugs? That seems like a very, very simple. And then I'm gonna use 7 different ducks and we're just gonna ask that same question over and over again. We're not gonna sacrifice any firstborn children to Lucifer or anything like that. We're not going to swing any cats around her head. We're not going to dig in any graveyards. We're just going to use quantum physics. And even people are like, quantum physics. What is this she speaks of? That's that new age speak. Nope, sure isn't. These are pieces of cardboard with beautiful artwork that have an intention set into them. What intention? Okay. What do you do when you pray for something? Your prayer is literally an intention. You're just using a different word for it. Semantics. I know you might have to go look it up. That's right. I just watched a couple of videos, and I am a fair person. I will watch the Christians against this and the whatever, and I'm just like, y'all, did you not go to debate? Do you not do your homework? This rote stuff, I could find that on Fox News. Like it is crazy to me how people just go on like without any, and I'm like, oh, but it's not because we did hire a person who said he was going to be the president, and he's the guy who just like was like, you're fired, you're fired. Like he took joy in firing people on television as a reality TV star, and now as our president, we're so surprised when he shows the same character. I don't like you. You're fired. I mean, we are the butt of the entire world, especially when they came here and they're like, do you see how good they have it? And they hired that guy because that's what we did. We hired him, right? I still have a very healthy respect for America because I've been raised in a military family. And like I said, we all bleed red, right? So I still believe that the president is the commander in chief. So I would like for him to be, remotely sane, articulate at some point in time. That would be lovely. Please and thank you. At this point, I would just like somebody that doesn't embarrass us, in front of the world center stage, just trying to, kicking and screaming on the way out and trying to change a constitution so you could get 4 more years. It's crazy town, right? And it doesn't matter. I honestly, because I am such a capitalist, I tend to lean a little bit more conservative when it comes to finances, but not when it comes to morals, right? And again, I don't necessarily need to have my president to be morally like do your thing, right? Sometimes you got to be a little morally ambiguous, but don't come around here saying that you're like banging the moral drum and grabbing pussies by the like let's catch a tiger by the toe. Okay, Tony the Tiger, right? You like your cereal, all the things. Like just own up to it, but don't you dare, right? Put your politics and then mix them up. And what happened to church and state, y'all? It's okay to be a Democrat. It's okay to be a Republican. It's okay to have different opinions. It is not okay to choose one side or the other and then make it like someone's like their character, right? Judge people on their character. Can we just go back to Dr. King, whether you like black people or not? The man was not a saint. If you can go down, like we have the internet these days, right? Everybody's allowed to make mistakes, right? And they're allowed to have their moments, including you, including me, just because people put themselves, including Cheeto Head, right? Including he's just willing to do it out. He's got a lot more protection because he's got a lot more money. That's what money buys you is protection, right? But he's got yes men. Do you really respect him? Do you really, is that the guy you want to drink a beer with? No. You just gotta go behind him because you fucked up. You did it again. Like you just fucked. It's okay, right? We fucked up with Biden. That's as far back as I'll go. And there's still fuckeries. And I'm not saying that I love. I'm just saying, like it's okay. You made mistakes. You're feeling one way. It's called a pendulum. It's called integration. But are we really like going against our fellow man? Again, I think long and hard being biracial and going through all like living all these states, living all these places, the people that treated me. And the one unifying thing is when I became a flight attendant, everybody's got their nasty grams and this, that, and the other. But when the turbulence hits, or they think the plane might be going down, or just hell, somebody has lost their father. You can be Chinese, you can be from Montana, you can be a father is a father is a father. We all bleed red. And it's very, very difficult. It's something I had to really wrestle with. If this person has treated me like literally, I've had people spit on me. And then all of a sudden, we're having an emergency landing in Austin, Texas. And now all of a sudden, it's like, save my baby. And I'm like, you literally spit at my feet 20 minutes ago. And now you want me to save your baby? And I, taking the oath that I have, not even the Hippocratic oath, this is what's terrifying. You know how many surgeons I've met? People, how many pilots? There's this god complex. There's that, and you know it if you go watch military surgeons and pilots. They have this off switch. Hopefully, it's the light triad. I remember because I actually went to Delta because I wanted to become a pilot because I was like, oh, it's not. I didn't think it was easy, not at all, and I knew the math would be difficult, but I knew like in the long run, I'm kind of like, how do I make the most amount of money with the smallest amount of time with the least amount of education? I'm efficient, if not anything, right? And so with Delta, they had a program like come with us, and if you keep your nose clean, right, for 4 years, we'll bump you up into the pilot because they have so many people that were retiring. You have all these guys from the military, right? And at 65, it's mandatory. Thank God. They should probably do it sooner. But that's just my opinion. So, anyways, I had asked 5, 6 flights a day average. You get to know people going across the country having conversations. And no, I was the girl that was trying to coax the girls, my colleagues, away from trying to seduce the pilots. Like it's just not a it's a bad look, right? It's a bad look for everybody in the industry. There's only 100,000 of us, and it's just like my gosh, like I made a living. I traveled during COVID and everything like that, just purely helping pilots get because they'll pay for it, right? Not pay for that. They'll pay for getting out of like they won't admit it. They'll go to their church on Sunday. They won't admit that they came to a psychic and got their cards read on their spouse and whatever, and they got leverage and got the hell out of their divorces based on a set of cards. They will not admit that, right? That's it. But they'll do it, right? They'll buy a gambling pouch. They'll do all the things. Right? I've had so many. I was like, I guess I should get into witchcraft, but I'm just really not into it. Like, that's not my deal. Like, I don't like manipulating energy to do things that it's not supposed to do. I am a let it flow and let it go type of gal. Right. So that's just not, I'm not willing to incur karma for other people wanting to do things that they're not supposed to be doing. Like, that's just not in my, and the reason why it's not in my nature, it could be in my nature. I have it in my bloodline. But that being said, I don't like pain. I don't like sorrow. I like I don't like swimming upstream. I like to make food and laugh, and my favorite thing in the world probably is taking clothes out of the dryer and laying underneath them when they're still hot. And I used to hate doing laundry, but then when you don't have a washer and a dryer and you're homeless, right, you really start to take things, and it's not for any, I was a successful real estate agent when I met my ex-husband, and when everything went like, he took everything away, bank account drained. He had a whole nother family I didn't know about. Right, I had the car. I was like literally like sleeping in the car, like in garages, hope because wouldn't pay. He didn't pay. Like, the people were like, it must be something you did. Oh yeah, like maintain the house for 8 years while he went and deployed every 6 months, and he was cheating on me every single time. And I was completely like, I paid off my entire, like, I learned how to quilt. I was faithful. It's just kind of my thing. And but I must have did something wrong. Why? Because he was afraid, because I had so much evidence of his abuse that he just had to go and slander my name. And then everybody's like, ha ha ha, you don't have a car. Ha ha ha, you don't have a husband. Ha ha ha, you don't have a house. How dare you? I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Yeah. I started getting a little mouthy, protecting my energy, being more private, developing streams of income that are legal. I have over 80 five-star reviews from my work with Airbnb since 2018, not just as a, a guest, but managing them, sometimes 18 rooms at a time, and bringing their stars up from 3 stars to 5 stars in a 30-day period, right? Being able to convert a dining room into another income stream, $1,000 a month with a pullout, right? That's what I do when you don't see me doing anything, is I'm working and I'm building a portfolio and I'm managing properties and working in investors, all the while maintaining excellent character and not spreading my legs. Managing, I don't know, to keep them closed, having a bank account, paying off all of my student loans. Just because I'm quiet doesn't mean I'm a pushover. Doesn't mean, just because you don't know anything about it, go fuck yourself. Seriously, how dare you come here and judge me based on what I have a excellent disposition? Well, you can't get into Delta Airlines with a shitty one. You can be a nasty little fuck right behind you, that can happen. I've met them there. So don't come, like, seriously, anybody that's the keyboard warrior and everything like that. Okay, show me, because you know what? Show me your YouTube channel. Because people with successful YouTube channels don't go and troll other people. I had a great day today. I had so many views. You know what I think I'm going to do on my downtime is I'm going to go find a creator that's trying to make it and tell them they have a dusty something whatever. That I'm going to type that out instead of editing my YouTube, or tending to my child, or writing a paper that will excel me. I'm going to take the time out because I'm a successful person and this is what successful people do. This is what good church going people do. I don't know this person for a half hour, but you know what? I feel like they could be a whore. I feel like for whatever, for some reason, a child of God, me, am I, there's just something about them, right? I'm thinking they're a witch. I'm thinking they do magic. I mean, it's only been a half hour. Don't get me wrong, but you know, I'm really sensitive to those type of. In fact, I think she put a spell on me before I even met her. On me and my husband, like all these fucking crazy, like y'all are fucking. The Lulu is not the Salulu, friends. You just won't have anybody come in your face and say it out loud, right? Because nobody will. They feel it, but they won't say it. But then when somebody else says it, now they're all up on the, or are you the victim now? Look at me. Wow. Really? She can't prove anything. She can't prove, I, no. Digital receipts are digital receipts. Again, I haven't hid anything. Go check Mara Mayo. Go check my LinkedIn. Go check my resume. And if you really want, then I'll give you my, well, you have my Gmail. If you want to know exactly the company that I worked for, I will give you that exact. If you want to go check my references, what am I trying to get a job with you? Like what? Carrying your fucking cameras around and your baby around and your what? You get a free ride to school and you just sorry. And you wonder why your husband's leaving you. I can tell you that. She's blonde. You're not. It's sometimes it's just as fucking evil as that. Hmm. The world loves Captain Shitty Diapers. That sounds very technical. Can you shout out my name? Well, you're making me feel cool. Here, drinking water. Hello, hello, people. Y'all are so weird. I'm telling you, the TikTokers are where it's at. In fact, where are we going with this? The fact that I've already lost track. No, I'm just, here's the thing is I am flexing a muscle. I'm flexing my live muscle. I'm flexing like when I don't feel like getting online and tussling with ChatGPT, doing the things. Um, but I don't want to be in other people's vicinity because it just takes too long to wash their energy off me. This is kind of like the monkey in the middle. And yeah, I'm just word vomiting all over you. So I'm going to go over to TikTok where I can actually do some of the Lord's work and pull some cards and say it's a hell yes or it's a hell no. But I do appreciate anybody that's come here. And if you're offended, that's why we're keeping the channel. I actually want to change the channel name, but I just want to make sure that like it's like, well, you walked into it, right? You came onto my lawn. Mm, I know it's a little weird, but I'm trying to like. I love coffee so much, but coffee doesn't love me. And I'm really trying to get the metabolism going with the cayenne pepper. I don't think I overdid it. It's making me sweat. It's doing what it needs to do. Oh goodness. All right. Mwah, 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 mwah. Come catch me over on I believe I changed the channel to this name. So you should be able to find me over there. Okay? All right. Toodles. Bye. Let's see here.